Yeah. See, we have to do this little bit of bantering before we start recording. Got to get in the Brocoaster mood.
You do.
Because our videos, the other videos we make are nothing like this.
Would love to crack a sparkling seltzer.
What is it, White Claw?
It's not White Claw, all right? It's Bon and Viv. It's classy.
It's a Smorgasburgen. It's classy. It's cultured and it's classy.
It's called a smorgasvine, and it's elegantly cultural.
All right, here we go. All right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Masked Bandit here, and holy, this is Planet Brocoaster episode 38.
Don't cuss. We can't cuss on YouTube anymore.
Hey there, YouTube friends. This is Masked Bandit, and
Quite a different mood.
yeah, and holy socks, it's episode 38 of Planet Brocoaster.
Episode 38. We really think about what we've done here.
Wait a minute.
Only made it.
That's 13 episodes a year.
Potentially 42 episodes for an entire park.
In 3 years.
Yeah.
We're bad.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're really good.
Anyway, I got my bro Mike with me. Hi, Mike.
Well, you never say that.
Hi, Mike.
It's not Mike, it's N7. God, you
fine.
are rusty.
Well, your Mike sheet's on the Yubtubs. You're not N7.
That's true.
And what are you? You're unacceptable on Discord. So. I have unacceptable.
Something like that.
Yeah, January.
I tend to return back to series in about a year, so.
Yeah, that seems to be your MO these days. So I guess I'm just glad to be here. Because we're on your channel, so.
Well, you're on my channel, but you did most of the work this time, so.
You make it sound like there's a lot that got done. I mean.
Hey, they don't know that yet.
Well, wait till we get in there. Just you wait. So what we get done?
They see a 40-minute video and they're like, oh, they got a bunch done.
No, it's just us.
Exactly
it's just us dicking around for 40 minutes. But if we seem a little slap happy, it's because we're done.
We are done. We are
done. We've put the old done stamp on the park, and now we're gonna milk it for everything it's worth.
Well, what we realized, it's a little anxiety-inducing to try and fit this entire park into one episode. So for me, at least, I wanted to kind of split it up and talk about it a little bit more and kind of go back through what we did.
Yeah, because at first I was like, no, we don't. That's gratuitous. 5 more episodes. What? That's ridiculous. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, first of all, the last time people have even seen this park, we didn't even look in the park very much. It was all the wings and strings outside the park stuff, which is obviously fantastic. But when's the last time we gave a really good overview of the park, and when have we ever spent time just looking at the whole thing? With this YouTube series, that's not a reality until the very end. So
right
here we are at the very end.
And some parks never make it to the end, so this is kind of...
Especially if they're made by you or me.
Hey, you finish projects, I don't.
Yeah, because I make them small. This is anything but. Jesus.
When we started this thing like so long ago, it's just the result is so different than what we could have ever imagined.
Oh, absolutely. Let's make Holiday World a bunch of Planco noobs who don't know how to do anything, and then all of a sudden, like, remember Vengeance? Or no, Le Voyageur, not Vengeance.
Le Voyageur.
Le Voyageur.
Le Voyageur.
People already hate my French accent, so why don't we just slap it on?
It's been gone for quite a while, too.
It's been gone for a long time.
I love it, though. So we're gonna be wrapping this bish up, and in the next several episodes. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have, after this one, we're gonna have bros, one bro per the next 3. And then our last episode will probably be a whole poop ton of cinematics with you and me just talking about the experience, and I guess maybe what comes next.
It'll be me crying over my spiked seltzer.
Your White Claw.
It's not White Claw.
I'm actually not drinking anything tonight. I've started my 16-hour fast for the evening. I'm doing intermittent fasting. Yeah, since the last time we've met, I've started intermittent fasting.
Okay, what is that?
What's that? You don't eat for 16 hours, and then you eat for 8, and then you don't eat for 16, and then you eat for 8. So I don't get to eat tomorrow until 10:30 in the morning. So it basically means I don't eat breakfast anymore. That's all.
All right.
But no snacking after dinner and no breakfast. So yeah, and we're gonna see what that does because the clothes ain't fitting right no mo. So.
Gotcha. All right, there it is.
Yeah,
I'm
there
like,
it is.
what?
Just
did
being
you get
real.
sick or something? Or?
Saw myself at Cedar Point. Watched that vlog that I made. And I did changes. Steve hurt me, and he made me think twice about my life. So here we are.
Yeah, Steve did a number on you.
I wrote him twice. Yeah. He beat me up twice, and took my money the second time.
He robbed you the second time.
Yeah, he fucking did.
But you will see that our influence at Cedar Point, it kind of pushed us to finish this park and to change our idea of how to light it and kind of how to finish it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you'll see, it'll be really clear. Like, if we were to do a zoom out, maybe we'll try and remember to do that. But, like, you'll see the parts that we lit first before Cedar Point. And then the rest of the park was done after Cedar Point. Because, damn, that park is dark.
Yeah, it is dark. Mm-hmm. It's a little scary when you're walking back towards the entrance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's intense. So, but I'm excited to be done.
Let's jump into it.
Let's do it. Let's go. I renamed them
Are there
all.
Easter eggs abounding?
Oh, it's just members of Bro Nation. Like you and me, I think, are the first janitors. Or I think you might be...
We're janitors.
Yeah, because I left the entertainer as Terry Folds. That was Rubel's idea.
Suck my holdy flappy folds. Lick my flappy foldy holds.
Yeah, you and me are the first two janitors on staff. All the bros are janitors.
Shouldn't we technically be the mechanics?
No, I made who'd I make mechanics? Do we even have mechanics? Autosave. There we go. Simtanic, Mr. Domez, Jonty, and Uwakins.
Okay.
And then our security, I actually made Sam, Denny, and then Shantae and Bo, and then Gravity. Because I couldn't think of another freaking employee of Frontier.
What about the guy that actually did our thing
who was that? I don't know who that was.
2019 season. We should probably to 2020.
We don't have to put a 2020 plank of wood up there, though. But yeah, this has withstood the test of time, I think. And I think it still looks pretty good. Like, it actually looks No, but it looks like old park. Like,
it's fine. I mean, we certainly would have done something different with the roofs. We wouldn't nearly have gone with such like the standard roofs and stuff like that. But the scale was always fine with this piece, so it still works.
My contribution to the park right here.
The one that didn't get changed.
Yeah. And then in here, this little entrance plaza thing, the Oh My God, So Great entrance plaza.
Yes. Oh my God, so great.
This is when we realized we needed to just stop because, was it Kinderly was like, we should just rebuild this. This needs to be redone. It's like, no.
We thought about redoing it for sure, and no. It's just a sign of the times. It's a sign of
our skills,
how we progressed.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of like that.
This is hot garbo.
Yeah, nowadays this is the most Holiday World the park ever was.
This really is. Yeah. This is
was
the most and somebody on Bro Nation actually found this like our version of No Name Landia in a real park.
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't Holiday World.
It wasn't Holiday World?
It wasn't Holiday World. It looked like the entry was all blue and yellow and stuff like that.
That's hilarious.
But it was the same shapes and everything.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
Interesting.
That's funny. All right, let's go in the park. I'll show you a little bit. Just like the thing is, like, there's no reason this should have taken us 8 months. Like, we just didn't want to do it. It was just all bull crap we didn't want to do. So once you're inside the park, if you swing to the right, you will see the new donor wall. And I know a bunch of you probably thought we forgot about this or lost the file. But when we were a part of Plinko Spotlights, yeah, we had we did a live stream, and if you donated to Special Effect, which is an awesome cause, and I'm glad we did that, you got your name, and we were going to make a plaque out of it. And actually, Idro made the plaque. What?
I'm pretty sure Idro did not have it public, and so that is the thing that's missing. That's the TMTK piece that didn't.
You don't have it? Dun, 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 dun.
Whoops.
It's in my version of the parks.
All right. Well, it'll be there.
Here, I'm gonna make a screenshot of it, and then you can put it in. Here.
There you go. Thank you.
Here's the screenshot of the bitch. There.
I looked to the left first because I'm an idiot. And then I looked to the
No,
right.
it's in this empty space right here, right next to the lodge. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I see it. It's straight blank.
Oh, because you see the wall. Wow, we're just picking up right where we left off. That's great. All right. Well, if you swing back
What
to
else
the
do you have
left,
to show
in
me?
the middle of the plaza here, we have some signs because we've got shit all over this park. So,
Yeah, we do.
and then I realized that it's not straight at all. So it's all crooked.
Is it?
Yeah. Look.
It looks all right.
Look from the side. No, it doesn't. Look from the side. I noticed it. I didn't fix this one, but I fixed all the others. So I will actually fix this one right now on my end. So.
Don't fix it. Don't fix it.
Okay.
Leave it. That's great.
It's an ode to jank. There you go. Because the way the park is laid out, this entrance isn't central at all. It's really awkward. It's really weird.
In fact, I'm going to zoom out real quick, and so
Yeah.
you can see an overhead of this entire park.
Like you can see, like clearly, it's way off to the
Hopefully I
left.
don't
There's nothing
crash.
here.
So this is where I am circling, and that is the entrance to the park. So it is way off camber with the rest of this
Wow,
thing.
that's crazy.
Yeah, we didn't plan.
We didn't plan that
very
one real well. No, someone asked on Reddit, I think, or maybe you, Facebook. So did you master plan this? I was like, no. Just look at it. No. No.
Well, we really wanted to do organic growth, and so we kind of master planned it, but not in. A
We
way
had
that
we had
made
vague
sense.
ideas of what we wanted. So there's just little signs all over basically wherever the path diverges. I tried to point people where they wanted to go.
Okay,
So.
so we want to head towards. So I'm looking at. So Phoenix and Bandit go that way.
Yeah, we want to head towards
then-
Phoenix because
We
that's
want to
where
head towards Phoenix.
No, I'm sorry, Firestorm, because that's where Smoke Jumpers
Yeah,
is. So Firestorm.
All right, so I'm just gonna follow your signs. Make sure.
All right, you should get there. I mean, it's.
Are there signs? Oh, there are signs after. Okay, you were thorough. Good.
I even tried to do it from the back of the park forward, but a little less thorough that direction. Because I figured once you got to the back of the park, you knew where you were at.
Not always.
I know, but
I mean,
no.
Cedar Point is kind of wacky in that way. Firestorm.
So we found fire. Did you find Firestorm?
Not yet. I'm still in Park Street.
Okay.
We actually never named this area. Like, it's not in the park anywhere.
Firestorm's area?
No, Park Street. We never actually call it Park Street.
Oh, there's
Anywhere.
like no
We don't have
banner that
signs
says
or-
that. No, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
no.
Well, tough shit.
Like, what part of I'm done do you not understand?
Yeah, really. So the gift shop here across from Firestorm, we did that on a live stream, I think. And there you go. Here's a great example. Like, I've started using the TMT. I don't know if you're over at the gift shop, but we started using the TMTK postcard stands.
Oh, yeah.
But we've still got the
Here's-
remnants,
here's-
the ones that Mineral made. So
You know, and they still work.
yeah, I
honestly.
think they still sell as what they're supposed to be. So
Yeah.
good enough for me. But yeah, okay.
stuff
So
on the inside looks pretty
all this
good.
stuff here with Smoke Jumpers is new,
Okay.
or not new, but finished.
Trinkets, yes. Fudge.
And fudge, of course, it sells fudge. Yep.
And then Firestorm seems like it got some updates too. I don't remember when. Oh, I think that was the Wings episode actually. I don't know if we actually went over it, but he built an elevator for Firestorm.
Yeah, he talked about how it was ADA accessible now, and
Perfect.
yeah.
And then he created the fake gates too, which is just incredible.
Oh, that's right. To make it look like both loaded and unloaded. Correct. Yeah.
Oh, it's insane. All right.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Moving on.
So if you go over here towards Smoke Jumpers, this whole area needed some cleanup. That was the last big thing. And I know that sign Smoke Jumpers is utilitarian at best, but
That is not custom. Didn't we have a custom sign?
no, I never made a custom
We never had
sign.
a custom sign?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
We
don't
just had
think
the tower.
so. No.
All right.
So I went with it. I think it's fine. Again, we're done. So, but I made a Fizz Whiz stand.
I see that.
It's cute. I made this a long time ago.
I will move over towards it once Planco releases.
Are you auto-saving?
There we go. Yeah, that was a little like, ugh.
So I don't know if you've also noticed, there's just freaking benches everywhere. That's the first Cedar Point inspiration.
Yeah,
there were
benches and
benches
trash cans
everywhere. Just
everywhere.
Freaking everywhere. So this.
Well, and what was also weird is that I always have this thing to condense the paths down, but Cedar Point the paths were massive.
They were really wide, really throughout. Yeah. They were really wide. So, yeah, future endeavors maybe not as narrow as we were thinking. So, but I did clean this up. The yellow fence is supposed to look all faded and stuff because this would be one of the older rides in the park. It's also why I don't mind this hangar being a little lackadaisical.
The old hangar there.
That has not aged well. Let's just call a spade a spade. That has not aged well.
This area has been redone I don't know how many times on
just
many live streams.
Yep. But I'm happy with it. I think it looks cute. It's fine. Let's move on. I had to relay these paths like 17 times. So.
Oh, yeah.
Because anytime you play with the entrance and exit, it jacks up your paths. Oh, the rest of the stuff I did, I think, was just pretty much lighting, actually.
God, really? This is going to be a shitty episode.
I told you there was not a lot to do. Oh, I put a liner down in the water.
Okay.
Ding! Put some liner in the end because I actually watch your other stuff on YouTube, and hey, when you did the Nagali, when you did the liner in the pond by your car ride, I did okay. We should probably do that in this park then. So we did.
Yeah, I think it works really nicely.
Cool.
It definitely cleans up the lagoon, makes it a little more artificial.
Yeah, like if you were to lead it, it's not that big of a difference, but there is just something.
This is like the world's worst like detail episode.
That's
get it done episode.
Most of it's lighting though, and the lighting does look cool, so I don't mind blowing through this so we can look at what you did with Vengeance.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Yeah, we'll
definitely get to the lighting.
Yeah, we'll spend some time on that. Looking at all that stuff over right here. I did do some cleanup over by Mineral Junction. Like that whole area just was freaking dirt. So if you look, there's
was it?
Yeah, there's actually like a fence there now, so you can't just go hop in the rapids.
Nice.
Yeah, it just made that actually look like it was.
Good.
Yeah, it made it actually look like it was something. Try to incorporate more paths so we had less rocky holes and patches of shit. But like
perfect.
Yeah, the blacksmith shop is still like just dirt, which I think is fine. I don't know.
The blacksmith shop should be dirt. You wouldn't necessarily want anything other than.
Yeah, I mean, that's. But I think that makes like it's funny. The details it's small little things that I added, but I think it really does help settle. Like I added some, and it'll look better at night. But I added some like little garden lamps here in the planter.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful as is too, and I like the fact that like Millennium Falcon. Falcon, what am I doing?
We're gonna get demonetized by Disney.
Millennium Force, you have Vengeance hanging over the top of Frontier.
Yeah, that's true. That's funny how that worked out. That was not intentional though, and
not at all intentional.
Maybe subliminal it was, but not intentional. Yeah.
God, Vengeance looks so good.
So should we switch to nighttime?
I did a few little things here and there. I mostly created fill lights for all of Southside because it was getting real dark, and we had a bunch of light fixtures, but we didn't actually have anything kind of filling in the gaps.
So then, are you just dropping area lights, sinking them way down? Is that how you're accomplishing that?
Well, what I've actually learned, and I'll teach this in future episodes on my channel, is that you can get really, really good results by layering a bunch of extremely dim area lights together. You can kind of see it in the Rust Belt Rumble queue. That's how you get that kind of flat lighting
Okay.
kind of look.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look as bad when you have peeps in there too. It kind of everything glows together. It doesn't look as
Yeah,
horribly
so the
spotlit.
peeps don't get super like dark. Because when you sync lights, the way that peeps get lit is really weird.
Yeah, exactly. So if you look at the ride attendant at Rust Belt Rumble, he looks pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I see those box lights. I use those a bunch myself when I was doing some lighting. I forget about those all the time. They're pretty good pieces.
You really shouldn't forget about them. They're so like the troll ride that we just rode. That is mostly done via box lights.
That ride. Now that it's out and over, they get my top vote. Like, good God.
And the most obvious statement goes to
Yeah, if it didn't come across in the actual video.
yeah, some really nasty lighting over by the restrooms. Probably a little too bright, but whatever.
Oh, that's like that. Oh, that's like that fluorescent. That's a twinge of green, isn't it?
That is a twinge of green.
Oh, that's going to attract bugs. Oh.
And I also lit the stage area that we had with the Mind Gluten cards and stuff like that because it felt like it would be a little too dark to have like a back corner like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like
So
that.
even though it's only holding carts, it's something.
I'm seeing a lot of these
Here?
floodlights. Is this your predominant?
Yes, to get
Okay.
flat lighting, that's my predominant way of doing it.
Cool. See, I'm
It's out there.
learning. My lighting's going to get better now.
There
Maybe.
you go. The big one is definitely towards the Midway here, so where I have some of these kind of green light and blue light and purple light. It's just a way to make this more interesting without using a whole lot of budget. I mean, really, it's LED light fixtures.
Mhm. Yeah.
Southside Derby,
This is great.
Calico Jake's Big Squirt,
Wait, what? Where's that?
right next door.
Where are you?
So Southside.
Oh, Calico
Derby,
Jinx. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Industry Building got some lighting, so everything got a little bit of touch
Oh,
up
okay.
there,
Yeah. I see. Man, this does
it's-
remind me so much of the Gotham in Six Flags Over Texas, and that's exactly what it was going to be about. So I love how different it is.
It
It's
is
so
almost
cold.
sci-fi.
Yeah. And you turn around and it's all yellows and purples and oranges and reds and then
Blue. And actually, yeah, the view looking back is kind of cool because you have the lit end brake run for Phoenix, and then you got the lift hill and stuff like that. It looks so good.
Hold on, I
Not to
just
toot our
turned the
own
park.
horns,
I
but-
just turned the park on. It was paused. Holy crap! It is cacophonous in here. I had to turn the
Yes, I
volume
will
down.
have to get a little video of that too. But
God.
Vengeance has two competing soundtracks. It has the DJ Fudge soundtrack, and then it has Vengeance's actual Q soundtrack.
Oh, I did do something here. I added one little piece of fencing to make the entrance and exit only signs make sense. Because it was just one
Alright.
big area. Now you have a clear entrance area.
There you go.
Ta-da.
You did a thing.
I did a thing.
Perfect.
God, I love this
Had I
cube.
known, because I did this before Cedar Point, and so we got to ride Millennium Force once.
I know.
And the music is a lot different. The atmosphere is a lot different than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I love that station music.
I thought it was going to be a lot more cacophonous. So we're going to keep Vengeance the way it is, but yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been different.
sure. So where are you at right now so I can tag along?
Pretty much over the whole area. So we ended up installing some neon lights on the brake run and the station. Some of them are burned out a little bit. That's what's creating that blue.
Look at that. Oh, that's hideous.
So blue. And then the station has some of that neon light as well.
Oh, the station hurts my eyeballs so hard.
And then the V's, all the freaking V's.
It's all jank V's. Ugh.
Yeah. And then
so
the
ugly.
inside of the station the lighting has been changed to be flat but bright, and it hurts your eyes.
This is awful.
It is bad, but it
This
is
is
also
awful.
it's beautiful how flat and soft this light is.
Yeah, it's true. It's just lit. It's
It is lit.
it is hashtag lit.
I tried to make it, animate to turn off and on when the thing goes, but there's like 80 different lights that are lighting the station.
and screw that sequencer.
Exactly.
Based on what we as feedback from the bro down, screw that sequencer.
And then Vengeance got a huge lighting package on all of its major kind of elements, including its lift hill.
Look at this.
Blue.
Oh,
Tons and tons of blue.
So skexy.
And then when you drop into the tunnel, I wanted to add a little bit of
that has to
searing
be
pink.
amazing at speed.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's so cool. I'm gonna have to write this after we record.
Yeah, so that's in there. Apparently, I never finished it because there are nubs that are not finished, but that's all right.
We're done.
Whatever.
We're done.
We're done.
It's fine. We're done.
It doesn't matter.
That's the episode name. It's fine. We're
Just
done.
go with it. It's fine. We're done. I think that's a great episode name, actually. So that is Vengeance, and then the other area that I actually worked on was I did some work on Phoenix, but I didn't have to do too much because it was.
But it's okay. This
awesome.
is actually like you didn't have much done, but that doesn't need it. Like that's the big thing we realized is most of the coasters are not lit at all. Like very minor. So I think even this lift hill
was
of
weird,
Phoenix,
especially on like Gatekeeper because it's like the big coaster in front of the park, and it did have floods, but they just weren't super bright.
No, they weren't really illuminating the track like you thought they would.
No, not at all.
But I love Phoenix's lift now. It just glows. I love it.
Yeah,
It sticks
it
out.
It gives that kind of industrial orange look.
Yeah, so good. So good.
And then your Stranger Things sign.
Yeah,
all lit up.
Yep, that's straight up. It makes me feel good. I nailed the 80s aesthetic for sure.
Bear in mind, when he built the sign, Stranger Things, I don't believe was a thing.
I don't know when Stranger Things. I tell you what, I hadn't watched an episode of Stranger Things until like a month ago. So
okay,
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't in your oeuvre.
no, it wasn't in my wheelhouse yet.
I don't even know if that's the right word. I think that's egg.
I didn't hear what words you said, so I just went along with it.
Oeuvre. I said oeuvre.
I don't know what that means, so sure, that's the right word.
Some lighting in there, and then it gets darker as you get back into.
Oh yeah,
the
as
second
you would
half.
assume it would.
Yeah, because really, why light anything?
Oh, so you lit the
anyway?
part. You lit the part by the flume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. See, I hadn't seen that before. I did a once over, a really rough. I said good. I lied. A really rough once over to try and illuminate the paths at the very least.
So here's what I tried to do is in Chuchuopolis, and I was trying to get some kind of basic lighting going, so the uplights in the trees and stuff like that. The Railroad Museum is kind of glowing, but it's not super bright. The inside, especially of the Railroad Museum, I wanted to make sure that was like kind of orange.
Oh,
and
like
glowing.
the yellow.
And then the spots on the train, I wanted to make sure that they were a different color than the rest of the kind of area, so that it really stands out.
Cool. I think it looks really good. I think it looks really good. This would be a part that you would really light up, and it's a focal point of the park. It's like the whole history of the park right here. So of course it's going to be well lit. I like it. I like it a lot.
But then what I also tried to do, and possibly unsuccessfully, is all the kind of all of these like cotton candy stands and stuff like that. I tried to make it look as if there is fallout happening on the lights. So like Wild Blue Yonder is supposed to have some blue fallout from that sign.
Oh, I get it. So like so you've put some blue light way down there to make it look like it's casting.
Right.
Yeah, I was confused. Is that why it's pink by the cotton candy?
Yeah, because the cotton candy is supposed to look like it's being illuminated. There's no way to really get these things lit up in a way that looked like they were lit up.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Like if you use string lights, there's no way to make it look like the string light is actually casting light where it would. Did you do the stuff around the band shell here, the pavilion?
Yes, I did that as well.
I like
'cause
that.
I thought that would look really cool.
Yeah. It's really good.
And we actually have a show there, so
I hate that we can't have just the four of them.
yeah, that's really annoying.
Sucks so hard, but what are you going to do?
But that's all right. I ended up putting some kind of walls back there, so it doesn't look too out of place.
No, it actually looks okay. I'm okay with it, I guess.
But yeah, I wanted there to be like party lights on the top there, so
For the barbershop quartet, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Party lights for the barbershop quartet. Okay.
Oh, shut up. It's not always supposed to be the barbershop quartet, but
Oh,
we
okay.
have.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Well, if you swing a
Could have done
left.
the pirate wait.
Oh, we should have. Why didn't we do that?
The thump band, because they're on sticks.
It did not sound
Why?
like you said sticks. So yeah, I did a little bit of lighting on just to kind of make it look a little more alive, because there's not much going on here. And
This is definitely post Cedar Point lighting.
and
Yeah.
none of this was lit up. Like, it was just a black hole. So I went in and tried my
Yeah.
best to light this up. So the only thing I think that was lit
your
up was the
best.
bathrooms, which I loved because it's got this warm yellow glow in front, and then that awful fluorescence in the back again. Like
That's right.
I love that. That's the signal for bathroom. Is just horrendous, awful lighting.
Clear lighting so that you can look at yourself in the mirror and see what you've become.
So I did some work on Mike and John's fudge shop, trying to do some coloring, cute colors and such. What
Cool.
did some gentle work to light up Sylv's weenie.
God, I'll tell you, we have gotten better at Planet Coaster since we did this area.
This is all Kinderly. So what you're saying is Kinderly's gotten better.
Was it Kinderly's?
Everything in here is Kinderly's.
Oh, jeez. Well, sorry, Kinderly.
Even the ice cream shop, which you can't see the sign.
Did he do the info kiosk too? Because the
Yes,
info kiosk is like,
yes, he
it's
did all of
ratchet.
this.
It's so ugly.
Ugly. Sorry, Kinderbot.
I hate this building, but I don't want to change it.
But like you said, it's a
Right.
good representation of our growth. And look at what Kinderly's
Yes.
posting now.
The people who are eating don't get any light whatsoever. By
Oh,
self-convenience.
jeez, I didn't even. Yep. Okay, there's a black hole. Totally forgot about that part. We could We'll throw some lights in there before we put it on the workshop.
All right, perfect.
I
I
threw
love
some.
the creepy green lighting on Grasshopper.
Yeah, I threw some floods over here on the trampolines too, because this would clearly be, well, we have some empty space. Let's throw some things there. So they have those, like, those utility floodlights there. But yeah, I threw some green lighting on Grasshopper. I forgot what the name was. Keep making our way in. I love this stuff by Mineral here, the snack shack and the jams, jellies, and preserves. That's so good. There's the Frontier Theater.
Oh my gosh, you're just blasting them with floodlights over here.
Me? What am I blasting with floodlights?
The people who are trying to eat from Mineral's Snack Shack, you have floodlights.
Oh, yeah, I do.
on-
Well, hey, it's one or the other. Pick one.
All right, I'm
you're
getting
either-
rid of them.
No. You're either blind or it's dark. You choose.
I think the green eerie glow is good enough.
Okay, we'll get rid of them then. Renamed
All right,
Frontier,
Frontier Theater.
It's now Frontier
Perfect.
Theater. So I really like those lamps. They're a little stylized, but I really dig them. So
I think they work. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really cool.
there's your vengeance peeking through, like we were saying. Ugh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. But look at how warm this little walk into Frontier Town is now.
Yeah, it gives me the feels.
I really like this. This turned out really well with the string lights, and I know you wanted custom ones, but I think these little lanterns they did so well to illuminate the area, and anything custom would have been much, much bigger. I didn't want that.
Sure, yeah, just ignore what I ask. and
That's
do
what I'm.
your
Hey,
thing.
I've grown as a player. I can ignore you now. But I think it's
Shouldn't
cute.
though.
Tough.
Tough
It's fine. We're
titties.
done.
It's fine. We're done.
And oh my God, that freaking glass blower building. That is.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. How out of Cedar
How
Point
close it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but actually, the
Yep.
train station could use some lights.
It's fine.
It's fine. We're done. But I like this area
fine, we're
now.
done.
I don't detest this area. This was always one of my least favorite areas of the park, even though it's mostly mine. It just
Was it really?
Yeah, well, I liked every building, but as a cohesive whole, I really didn't like it because it moved around so much, and I never felt like it got its home. It's like, it's
Oh,
going
it
over
was-
here. It's fine.
Yeah, it was definitely like I don't know where to put this, but I don't really want to piss off John because he put so much work into this. So we'll put it over here now.
And now we got to move it because of this coaster. And now I got to move it because of this. And now I got to move it because of that. But I tried to make sure you could
remember.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I tried to make sure you could at least read all the signs in this area. Tried to light them all up so you could see them. You know, Danny Tanner's and all that.
Yeah. Mike's a jerky.
Yeah, Mike's a jerky. I love that.
I remember in this area when I wanted to have it was a coaster from Kennywood, I think. It was that Woody.
Yeah, that one. I had no idea what it was you were talking. Zippin' Pippin, is that what it was?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Yeah. And now look at
it's
it
changed
now.
quite a bit.
Yeah. So if we head towards Moose Knuckle, we can take a look at some of the lighting I did for the Rapids.
Ooh, this is really cool.
I was just kind of farting around because it was so dark, and I landed on just sinking some area lights just slightly underneath the track. Did make it look like it was being lit from underneath, like a pool.
Yeah.
So that's what I went with.
It definitely looks like a light that is either in the water or is reflecting off the water, and it's giving those like ooh.
Yeah, I really like it, and I tried to keep it simple. Mm-hmm. So just certain parts are more lit up than others, and I wasn't.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, and the cave was actually done for me. I didn't do the cave. I don't know who did that. I don't know if it was you or maybe it was Wing.
Probably Mineral Trillions.
Oh, maybe Ruble Junction.
Yeah, this is nice. I mean, folks, this is it. We're done. It's fine.
What are you trying to say?
Like this is what we have today. It is.
I love. Yeah. Oh yeah. As far as I love the lift. Like the lights on the lift. Just the good job Planet Coaster with the texture on that.
It's pretty stunning.
That's
and
delish.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was very surprised. I mean, we've talked about this already, but like I thought that Raptor being in the Midway was going to be a lot more lit up, but this is pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that actually just made it a lot easier to be like, all right, well, I guess we're done then.
Yeah.
Just make sure that people don't fall down, and that's enough lighting. Like, it was amazing how much the shops and the flats were the main sources of light in the park. It felt like.
Yeah, there was hardly I didn't even think about it when it was in the day because it was a fairly beautiful park in the day. There's hardly any lamps.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And like you said, you don't notice it at all during the day. And to be fair, we only had that one night there. The second night we had to leave a little early because everyone had to get up. So.
That is true.
Yeah.
We did stay until close that night. So
the first night,
we got the full. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the whole experience that first time. So that's just about. Go to the theater. Park.
Oh wait, Turtle Star got some lighting too.
Oh, yeah, we just did that before we started recording. Actually.
Shut up.
I wonder how.
Shut up.
I still love Peregrine. Peregrine is still delicious.
Peregrine is gorgeous, and yeah, probably overly lit.
I don't care. It looks so good.
It's very pretty. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. From the parking lot, love it.
Peregrine was our moment to either end this project or continue, and I'm glad that we were able to continue.
Yeah, I just had to bring Kinderly in.
Yeah, he was the mediator.
It made us stronger.
Children always help a failing marriage.
And robots. But yeah, the park now has real.
Oh, here we go.
I did light. What? Who cares? It's just another freaking lift hill.
No, we're everything.
I lit the lift hill of Bandit, and ta-da!
Yay! Look, it's lit. Woo.
Yay! So,
wow, your contributions have just made this park
sparkle. I know.
Sparkle, literally. Sparkle.
And you know the balloon ride doesn't have a name.
Does it?
Nope. It's just called Balloons.
We never named it.
It's just called Balloons.
All right.
And it doesn't have a sign.
That's a name.
It doesn't have a sign.
That's fine.
Okay.
We're done. It's fine.
Okay. So, all right. Well, this is the beginning of the end. So stay with us for the next several episodes, and hopefully they'll be coming out in fairly regularly, I would think. We're going to, between you and me on on our respective channels. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
As long as you keep your end of the deal.
I plan on it. I got
You're the one
I
who
only got like 4 other things to
doesn't
be
get
working on.
content out now.
I know, right? I'm the only one that's not. I'm so not regular at all with my content. By the way, a new episode of Summerdale has just dropped. Be sure to check that out.
Really? You're going to put an ad in for something that comes out later? You're really good at this.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And good afternoon, good
God,
evening, and
shut
good
up.
night.
We're done.
That's from
And,
the Truman Show, by the way. That's not actually my thing.
Oh, is it?
And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. All right, let's get out of here because now we're just
Close
wasting
it up.
time. So for episode 38, this has been episode 38 of Planet Coaster. Planet Bro. What the?
What the hell was that?
I haven't had to sign off on this stupid series in 8 months. That's what that was.
So for episode 38, this was episode 38 of Brocoaster. I'm episode 38, and my partner here is episode 39.
Shut your face. So for Mass Bandit,
And then 7.
this has been Planet Brocoaster, episode 38. Talk to you later, guys.
You got it.
Bye.
Episode 38. Bye. You dumbass. I was listening to that and I was like, oh wow,
he's going for it.
just
He's gonna try and
losing his-
pull it out.
he was trying to pull
And
it
I
out,
can't
but,
save it.
man.
Crash and burn.
Unacceptable!
Le voyageur.